Our content is intended to be used and must be used for informational purposes only. It is very important to do your own research analysis before making any investment based on your personal circumstances. You should take independent financial advice from a professional in connection with or independently research and verify any information that you find on our website or podcast and wish to rely upon, whether for the purpose of making an investment decision or otherwise. What's up, my future one percenters? This is Marathon Money, brought to you by Wincrease.com. I'm Cam Jones, Prince of the Stock Market, and I'm here with my homie, Kenny Coins. What up, man?
What's good?
Chilling.
Chilling. Yo, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day. You know what I mean?
Happy Mother's Day out there, you know. The Marathon Money Mother's Day edition right here.
It's right here. Bang, bang. You know, for all the mothers trading stocks and making money, bless.
Yep. Who's the man that we had a girl on? Latoya.
Kimberly. Oh, Latoya?
Yeah, she's
a lot of women on here.
Yeah, we did. We had a couple. She's a woman, and obviously, but she's a mother too. So happy Mother's Day to Latoya.
Happy Mother too, man.
And who's our other homie who came on? She's in our chat, man.
Kimberly.
Happy Mother's Day. Balling. Got these women out here, man. They're balling on us.
Oh, that's what the society needs, man. Both parents grinding and making money.
Right. But we got an issue, man. We got an issue in the market right now. You know, I don't know. I know that, you know, we really don't trade off of news and stuff like that, but I think these tariffs, man, they hit the market a little bit, man. It's messing up our portfolio. What you think?
Man, honestly, when I saw that 600 point down, I was like, yo, what's up?
Yeah. They fought back one day though, but then it's still down. I'm looking at the dial right now. I feel like we still safe right here. I mean, it's above the 200 day, around the 50 day at this 26,000 level.
Yeah.
But I really think we need to reevaluate some of our positions right now, because if you think about it, we had Facebook. We could have sold it towards around 198, which it's at 188 right now. It's still a good move, but we gotta be more aggressive on some of this stuff, man.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna hold on to Facebook. I'm gonna give you my reason why I'm gonna hold on to Facebook. Here's my reason why. I know from the past, when it's not a company related downtrend and it has nothing to do with the company, it has everything to do with the market, the economy, it tends to come back even harder.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Because
we
people,
could see
it's
this
just
thing
going
past
down
200.
for no reason, and people gonna be buying the sale price.
Yeah. Now we can sell it here. Hopefully it goes down to maybe 175, pick it up again. But the chances of going down to 175, slim to none.
I mean, it could happen though. You never say never.
It could, but just look at the move. You know what I mean? It has a better chance of going to over 200, 205, because it still got that gap.
It's still a little gap there. Still a little gap there. I would think. Well, I would think that the gap is somewhere around 200.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'll go over 200. I said 200, 205.
Right.
The top is at 217.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
218.
Yeah, the top.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You got a better
220.
chance of going over 200, 205, and that's why I'm willing to keep it, because there's still something there. You know what I mean? There's still a great chance of movement.
We got to set the point though where we say, yo, all right, we out. You know what I'm saying? I think that we out if it get down to 180, we gotta be out.
I think we need to be out of glue though.
Glue. I was gonna get to them, but let's get back on it. Let's see.
We need to be out of glue though.
um, man,
We don't
I thought it
from
could
first.
hold $9, man. If it can't hold $9, we gotta be out. Now let me see
Yeah,
what's the now we had them since the beginning of the year, so what's it up right now? I know
it's
it's
still
still up some.
13%. I think we might just have to grab that.
Yeah, that's not terrible. I mean, obviously we was up a lot more than that.
Yeah,
Um, dang. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out. We're gonna try to get out $9, man.
yeah, that's it. Glue's done. Let's just take that 13%. Just head about our way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I,
I'm happy with that.
Another one we got to talk about is Take Two.
Take
Now,
two, man. He's just finally starting to do good.
I know, but I mean, we say that every 2 months though, and then it goes back down.
Yeah, it just started to do good. We finally making profit. Finally in the black.
But hold on, here's the problem with Take Two. They report earnings Monday after the market.
After the
I'm not.
market.
Yeah, after. So we got a chance to sell before earnings and take this small profit. Small profit is better than any kind of loss. Now, I'm confident in Take Two, but like I said, we gotta be aggressive. Now, Take Two has been. We like Take Two.
Let's just say let's look at the daily chart, man. Let's just
I'm
look at
looking.
the year.
I'm looking at his it's
Man, I'm just
overbought.
saying it looks good to go to 110. Even 112, it looks good to go to.
It struggled. It's struggled there, man. It's struggling where it is right now. It's struggling over 100. That 105, 100 to 105 area is struggling right now. It closed at
And
$103.38.
38 cents.
You got to be.
Okay, man. All right, that's off the table. Take two's
I
done.
mean, do we want to
They-
stay there and take that risk over earnings? Do we want to take a small profit? If it does pop, then hey, we missed it, but we took our profit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go ahead and close the position now at glue.
Take
You
two.
know what I mean? 13%.
Take two is what, about 4%?
I'm about to check right now. Take two. Take two, yeah. Take two, yeah. Oh, yeah. 3%.
But I say, yeah, we got it somewhere, I think around 98, 99, I think, like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, hey, some profit better than no profit. I mean, I think Take Two, man, even though we didn't make a lot of money, it was basically flat. Let's just be honest. I think we managed it well because if you think about probably about a couple months ago, I was ready to get rid of it at like 85, something like that. And you was like, yo, man, let's keep it. You know what I'm saying? It popped up in the mid 90s. We kept it. Now we in a position to take some profit. It's just not moving our way, man. It's moved against us more than it moved for us.
For us. You know what I mean? And he got a good point on it.
You think about
DocuSign.
real quick. You think about Facebook, that moved for us more than it moved against
us. You 100% right. You know, I completely get it, and you're 100% right on it. And I think, you know, it's better to give it up now, and then, you know, if we're wrong on it, I think it still got a chance to go up to 112, maybe 110. But I rather just ain't no problem taking no profit. You know,
right? Yeah.
Can't.
Like I said, man, if we miss it after earnings, hey, that's our bad. More on me because I'm the one who's pushing to get rid of it. But hey, you can't be mad at taking some profit. And like we said, man, just looking at the performance of it, you know, it struggled at this area. All we could do is go off the information that's there. You know what I'm saying?
And I think it has a lot to do with entering the new territory of esports, and that, you know, I mean, people don't understand this. Even though video games been around a long time and competition been around a long time, you're talking about NBAs, you know, teams, and this is a whole complete different territory, and it might not be making as much money as people predicted starting off.
Yeah, well, yeah, starting off, right.
You know what I mean? So, and that's the thing could be struggling on. Man, what about DocuSign? You know what I mean? It was a heavy hitter for a little bit.
It was hitting heavy, man. It can't get out of that range of
No, cannot.
low 50s to mid 50s, basically, to 56, 57.
Yeah.
Now, I think that it could go back to about 55, but from here that's only a $2 move. You know what I'm saying? So is it really worth keeping if it's not doing anything? You know what I'm saying? If it's flat. Now we still up about we got it at 51 something. Hold up. Let me get the exact price. 51.84. So this is basically a flat move right here. Now, I want to get your opinion on it because obviously it's struggling to get above 55, 56.
To me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think DocuSign is a great company, but I don't feel like it's a growth stock. I just think it's more of a sale based type company. You know, we're looking at sale revenues. That's where we're looking to make our money. So to me, I'm willing to take the profit on DocuSign.
We out, man.
Yeah,
We gonna
we out
stay
on that
aggressive.
one.
We gonna stay aggressive. We out. DocuSign done.
That's 2A to take our little 2%.
Yeah, I mean that ain't that. I like to beat. I like to beat savings accounts. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And we ain't beating savings accounts on that one. Now some of these other ones, most of the time we are. You know, what I'm saying glue 13%. I mean, we beating the mess out of savings
yeah.
account on that one. But I
MTBC, I think we should keep. It's been a hitter for us since we bought it at $1. You know what I mean? It's been a huge hit for us. I think me and Cam bought this out of
Yeah,
what you call it?
we've been in this for a while, but
Wow.
we only recommended it though at 441. So that's what we got to
Yeah,
go off of. So MTBC 441. Obviously, I don't see it going down that far.
because the support at $5 is so
I'm
strong.
about to say $5 support. If it
It,
went below 5, you probably want to make a decision.
yeah, it's been there so strong. It just to me, it's I think what we like fun. I think we should hold on to that just because of the summer.
Right, right. I want to get back to
Um,
MTBC real quick though.
okay, okay,
Um, I say this almost every time we talk about this. 550 is a spot. Around 550, that's a spot you want to sell
yeah, you've been saying
MTBC.
that for the last couple of weeks,
550. It's got a
and
problem at that point. And once it gets up to there, once you see it trickling up to that $5.30, $5.40 area, you probably want to be like, you know what, I'm out, and you want to play that swing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
that's
then when it
true.
go back down towards where it is right now, closer to $5, you get in again.
You know what's crazy? I always think about how you say like 550. Anybody like anybody ever wondered like, hey man, why it could never go past 550?
Because I
You know
feel
what I mean?
if a stock can't get past a certain level, that means that they need to do something else to increase
The
revenue, how they
value.
making money, right? So
Yeah.
when MTBC gets up to 550, they're probably overvalued to investors at that point. You know what I'm saying? Or people have bought in at a lower point and they just taking profit around that area. That's where they take profit.
Yeah,
So
because to me, the way I see it is that when a company is struggling to get a pass, like say for instance, that company is always making $1 million. For some reason, it can never pass making $1 million revenue. That just tells me, man, people don't value you at past that point. You know what I mean? You're not worth that much to them. You
right,
know, it's
exactly.
like buying a regular cheeseburger at McDonald's. You bought it for $1 the day before, but now they're selling it for 5. You just ain't gonna do
You
it.
ain't gonna do it. No, and you
You know what I
actually right.
mean?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. You're not worth that. You worth a
Yeah,
dollar. You know?
you're not. You know, and I think a lot of people got to see stock for what it is, and that means that you got to be able to look at the chart and say, look, man, it hasn't gone past 550, and it's at 549. I'm not gonna buy this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then I'll
Exactly.
always be on the losing end of the swing.
Exactly. So and then you gotta look at it like, yo, I've been in since 441, since Marathon Money helped me out. They keep saying 550. If you keep looking at how it's bouncing, you know, odds are you at the top. You know what I'm saying? Now, can it go over that? Yeah, but if it does, you ain't worried about it. You took your profit. All you can go off of is the information that's currently there. It struggled at 550. When it get around that
Wait,
area, you get out. You got a better chance. Your chances are better of it going back down and you picking up shares again than it is, this going to,
you,
$6.80 or something like that after you sell it at 550. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you have a better chance of picking it up with more money, going back up to 550, selling it, picking up even more money, and keep repeating the cycle. It did this cycle 3 or 4 times already.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
at this point, if you're not seeing that, man, you shouldn't be
Yeah.
investing. You know what I mean?
You're
But
absolutely right, man. Okay, you want to get on the fun?
yeah, fun. I think we should keep it because of the summer. That's what I
Uh,
was trying to say
yeah, I think so
earlier.
too. I think so too.
You know what I mean? Facebook, we agreed on that. We're gonna keep it, see what happens. Um, we got Pfizer. Pfizer
Pfizer.
don't move much.
Pfizer don't move, but we already said that's why we picked it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the dividends.
Pfizer don't move at all. I mean, it did get down to 39 a couple weeks ago. I don't know what happened there, but I think it was earnings or whatever. But they back up at that $40 area, which I think we still down a little bit, but they pay a nice little dividend, and this is a steady one, man. It's always going to be at like 40, the low to mid 40s. Um, so that's one that you really want to just play the dividend on. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to sell at some point. We don't like stuff to be flat, but they are paying I think it's like 4% dividend, 4 or 5%, something like that. I don't have it in front of me, but I'm not worried about Pfizer.
Yeah, me either.
I think the last one is our boys COTY.
Yeah, they've been steady.
They pay a
You know what
good
I mean?
dividend also.
Yeah, they pay a great dividend, and they just been steady. They stayed around the $11 range, don't really move. Um,
We got in at 11.50. They got a
yep,
nice dividend, and it's up to 11.73. So at first it was down and being a little bit flat, but now it's coming up some. So that's a good pickup. Let me see what the dividend is real quick. Dividend yield 4.2%. So hey, you can't beat that, man. I mean,
no, you
just the
can't.
dividend is beating the savings account. You know what I'm saying? And it's up. It's up right now. So what can you say?
You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Nope. Um,
So I
that's
guess
pretty
we
much.
keeping that.
Say it again.
We keeping that, right?
Yeah, we keeping that.
All
Let's
right.
keep it. See how it does. Um, you know, hopefully, the earnings go against us and take two, and then
We can
we'll be
pick it
able
up
to pick.
again.
Oh man, hopefully the earnings go against, and then we pick it up again. One I wanted to talk to you about. What do you think of Amazon going to the moon?
Man, I think that these places, why are they doing this?
Amazon
Why?
got money. He ain't got nothing else to
It
do,
got
bro.
nothing else to do. Why are you doing this? Tesla, okay, they were like one of the first people to talk about doing this. And then now, Amazon talk about, man, uh, you know, it's not gonna hurt the stock, so I guess it doesn't matter. But it's just like, man, you could do something else with the money. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to do all this to the moon crap.
Man, it's funny because some lady said when Jeff Bezos got a divorce, Elon Musk got a divorce, and they're like single billionaires. And he said, "This is what happens when billionaires don't have wives." He started thinking, "Yo, You know what I mean? It's like I'm not saying, but it's proof that um when some like a rich man doesn't have like a spouse, he tends to do things that change the world. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like people with who does have spouses don't do that. Obviously, Bill Gates, there's a whole bunch of people in the world, but they tend to do more radical things. This
Yeah.
man wasn't talking about this like 2 years ago, so
Nah,
you know what I mean.
this
Out of
came out
nowhere,
of
he wants to,
nowhere.
you know what I mean. He wants to come out and build something to go to the moon. Call it Blue Moon. I just wanted your opinion on that.
I don't agree. I don't agree with it, but like I said, man, it's not gonna hurt. This is a side project. It's not something that's gonna hurt the stock. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not. Of course not. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Tesla's project hurts the stock.
Yeah, Tesla doesn't have any money to play with. You know what I'm saying? They playing with money, but they don't have the money to play with. I mean, they going off of straight, um,
Investors.
yeah, like cult investors, not like true investors. They going off people that just love the company. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, I feel like Jeff Bezos is trying to like root himself instead of becoming like how people say you can't become a monopoly man. He said, okay, if I can't become a monopoly, I'll just be in every industry then.
right, right.
It's just like, damn, like, yo, like, dude, it's just man want flight, space, groceries, robotics. It's just to get to the point where it's just like, man, dude, like,
speaking of that, you mentioned groceries, and I immediately thought of Uber Eats. I'm surprised we haven't touched on the Uber IPO.
Uber IPO, man. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Uber and Lyft, like, I like them as a company, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. They ain't gonna be around in 10 years.
Uber and Lyft. I think they'll
Nah,
be around. They won't be a big deal. Uber's too expensive. Lyft is too expensive. Also, I could.
it's getting to the point where like it's so expensive that
You might as well rent a
um
car.
you might as well rent a car.
When I'm
And
out,
it
when I'm out of town, I
yeah.
tried Uber one time when I went to Atlanta. Not tried it, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use Uber this whole time I'm here. Man, I was only in Atlanta for like 2 days, man. I think I spent like almost $200 on Uber. I can
Yeah,
I
it's
can
just
rent a car for
less
thirty
than
five
that.
dollars a day.
Yeah, you can rent a car for less than that. And then I think it's getting to the point where like it's so expensive and that people it is such a bad honestly it's such a bad money move on anybody's part to go on vacation for like 3 or 4 days and not just rent a car.
Yeah, that
It
that's
really
a
is
bad. You go save more money just renting a car. You save
because
more money.
number one, the benefits outweighs the cons, man. First of all, you get to drive anywhere you want. Number two, you don't gotta wait on nobody. Number three, it's literally $25 to $35 a day, and if you add gas on top of that, that's your $200, and that's for a week. That's not for 2 3
Yeah,
days. That's for
right.
a week.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because you put like $60 in, that's gonna last you a week.
not even $60. I mean, if you on
Yeah,
vacation for 3 or 4 days, right? You're not you're not driving everywhere. You're
yeah.
already where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So
You know what I'm
you're not
saying?
driving around everywhere. So you're not
You
using
take a
gas.
Uber. Yeah, like if you take a Uber, you want to go to eat, you gotta call it. That's $10.
Right, exactly.
You know what I
You
mean?
want
It's
to
ten
get
dollars
back.
off.
You want to
It's
get
ten
back
dollars
as
off rip.
$10.
Yeah, off rip for just calling them. You know what I mean? And you want to go to the mall, you want to go get something. You know what I mean? Just think about it. That's $20 back and forth from
Yep.
the restaurant back to your hotel
And anywhere else. Anywhere
and
else.
anywhere else. You know what I mean? And it's kind of getting to the point where it's like, getting to a point where people realize what's the point of these companies.
And then they
You know what
gonna
I
go
mean?
ahead and IPO. What else wrong with
Yeah.
them?
Because when a private company like Uber and Lyft IPOs, you know what I think?
They're trying to
They're not
cash
making.
out.
They're trying to cash out. You know what I mean? Because when they were making money, they were never thinking about IPOing.
You never, honestly, a a company talking about I want to IPO. That's a bad sign. Think about Facebook. Facebook tried its hardest to not be on the
IPO.
stock market,
Yeah.
but there's a rule where if you have so many investors, you have to.
Yeah, exactly.
And Facebook
You
hit
know what I
that
mean? You
threshold.
gotta to a great company. I'm gonna be honest with you. A great company. You get backed into the corner of being IPO.
Exactly.
You have no choice because there only comes a certain time where like, okay, you know what I mean. I have so much investors, and I have to bring in this much money, and I'm trying to make this project take off. Then you get backed into a corner, and you're just like, no, what? We have to IPO. We have no choice. Even though when you try to get out of it, you know how many companies out there that are really, really great companies that are forced to IPO? Those are the companies you want to be investing in.
Uber and Lyft, they've been begging the IPO for about 2 years.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
They've been
No.
preparing for this for 2 years.
There's a reason why I said in 10 years they won't be around because first of all, the service is so easy to replicate. It's not that hard.
Yeah,
It really is.
I think Taxi's gonna come back on them, man, because Taxi's
Oh
doing the
yeah,
same thing.
because taxi gonna come back on it easy because the service so easy to just is it becomes this is the Uber and Lyft. It's just a copycat, man. There's already 6-7 companies like them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Think about that. In the last 5 years, 6 or 7 companies already rose up. Right, all this company already rose up because all you have to do is create an app, create an interface that's allow users to call a certain car or other person that's directly on the app to come and pick you up. That is really honestly, it's not that hard. It's pretty simple
right. And
concept.
then all the drivers, they're the same drivers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The same drivers.
exactly. Man, I met this guy. Man, he was working for 4 different companies.
Yeah.
Man had 4 different phones on his thing.
All these stickers on his dash.
Yeah, all these stickers on his dash. It's getting to the point where like, you know what I mean? Obviously, this is so easy to replicate. It's not that hard to become an Uber and a Lyft. It's not. You know what I mean? So I personally think do I think they're still gonna be around in time? Yeah, I personally think they're not gonna be as
They ain't
as
gonna be a major player. You know what I'm saying?
they're not gonna
They're
be
gonna
as
be like a
big.
GameStop in like 10
You know what I
years.
mean? They'll fade into the background. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? First, let me give you a great example. Snapchat. That's a great example of people thought it was going to be huge because of all this and this. Look at their IPO now. Look at where they're at
Let
now.
me see where they at real quick. I don't have them up. Hold up. Let me see. We might get a good laugh out of this one.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry,
$10.49.
Jerron. I didn't mean to do you like that.
$10. It went down. $10 is okay. No, it's not. It's better than where the low. They went
To
as
me,
low. They went as low
to
as
me,
$4.82.
To me, they should have sold to Facebook.
They
Period.
should have. Because
They
Facebook,
should have.
when they didn't sell to them, Facebook was like, "This is I can easily duplicate you," and they did.
I give you the opportunity to make yourself some money, and you don't want to take it. All right, cool.
I'll just redo it. I'll just do it on my own app. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? And to tell you the truth, there is nothing that Snapchat differs from anybody else besides have you been on Snapchat, lady? It's annoying now. You be watching a Snapchat and the ad will come. It's just purely annoying. I don't even want to watch it no more. You know what I mean? I haven't been on. Like, ask yourself, it's not a great app anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't have a good experience on there.
No, it don't. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize, man, I can do this all on Instagram and Facebook.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I don't need to have an extra social media app for this. You know what I'm saying? I can do it all and I can condense this.
And let me tell you something. Anybody who owns a company that happens to get over $1 billion valuation, and another company comes along and says, "I want to buy you," sell it.
Exactly.
Unless you have something that literally can change the world. That's a different story. Snapchat is not going to change the world.
No, no. Facebook was
It's,
you could change. Facebook at the time, they're like,
no, Facebook at the time was changing the world.
right.
Period. 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 Instagram came right. Period. Twitter. Period. Those three things actually changed the world. Like they made a significant impact on the world.
You know what other company that they don't get any props that I think changed the world? Tinder.
Yo,
Now,
it did.
Do you see Tinder out here talk about IPOing? No,
No, because they
no.
don't need to.
They don't need to, and they make a ton of money.
Yeah, they don't. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta, people. A lot of people gotta pay attention to that. Now, if you hear, oh, Tinder has to IPO, that's the first. Your pocket better be out here trying to give the money. You know what I mean? Because that's when a company has to IPO, it makes a huge difference on how their future is going to fold out for them.
Right.
You know, yeah, that's such a good one. That is a good one, bro.
Tinder.
That's so underrated.
Yeah, Tinder changed.
Right.
Tinder changed the game. Everything.
Tinder did change, dude. Because like, think about it. What was before Tinder? You had to literally go on eHarmony.com and pay $100. You know what I mean? Think about that. You had to go on eHarmony.com and pay somebody $100 a month to find you a spouse.
Exactly.
Or Christian mingle.
Now, look at everything that Tinder's helping. Tinder's helping the doctors, because look at all these STDs going around right now. You know what I'm saying? Doctors coming up, teledoc. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? I think Tinder put a lot of people with the swipe. I think it put a lot of different apps out there. It was a pioneer of changing, because you get to put exactly what you want on there. You ain't like it, just swipe left.
Right. I
mean, like it?
Tinder.
Go ahead and swipe right.
I think that the main point is, before we close out, Tinder is one. You don't see them talking about, yeah, man, we getting ready for an IPO. Boom, boom, boom. No, they quiet. They like, yo, we don't want no IPO. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Tinder making, I personally, and Tinder making, I think Tinder making a good amount of money for themselves. That's why you don't see IPO. I think right now they're making a lot of money on ad revenue, because they're fairly established. You know what I mean? They're a fairly established company. They don't need to, and they're in a market where, if you think about it, there's always going to be people looking for people to date.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's actually, they're in a good market. You know what I mean? It's kind of more of a market where
the last one, real quick, then we closing out. Pornhub. You see Pornhub trying to IPO?
Pornhub, man, they could have been IPO.
They could have been
ago.
IPO. They ain't gonna IPO. They don't have to. Happen. They making money.
They're making money. You know what I mean?
All right,
they're making so much money. They're buying out Tumblr.
Yeah, they buying companies.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You gotta pay attention to that, and that's why I try to tell people, when you get to a certain level where you can privately invest into a company, do that.
We got to talk about that on one of these next podcasts, man.
Oh yeah, we do.
Private
man.
company investing.
That's a great. Like, you talking about wealth. You talking about a Ferrari.
It's some pros. It's some pros and cons to it,
of
though.
Course.
It's some pros and cons to it.
But I'm gonna tell you, that's you get into private investing, you got yourself into a Ferrari. Now
that's a different kind of investing right there.
Huh?
That's a different kind of investing, private.
It is, but
equity.
You talking about like that is like wealth building up fast. You know what I mean? We're talking about, you can sit on a company for 5 years and then boom.
Right, when they IPO, you done made it right there.
You done made it. Exactly.
We talking all this smack about Uber and Lyft IPOing, but the people that were in private, when they were a private company, they made. I don't care how much the stock was. Those people then bought shares in at like $2, $3.
You know what I mean? Some people probably bought in at 50 cents.
I was about to say they bought in at like in the below $1.
Now, when you buy, let me say, when you buy a private share at below $1, it's not considered a penny stock. I'm just letting you know. It's a whole different ball game. You know.
We got to save it. We got to save it for another one, man.
Yeah,
This
we
is a
do,
this is a good
man.
one. We might have to do
It,
this for next week.
yeah, we might have to get on this one next week, but it is a great wealth driver. I think now it's so easy to get into a private share company. A lot of people don't realize it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But hey, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, anything. Stock Twits at Camboni11, Camboni11. Also follow us on Spotify, Marathon Money Podcast. Search the Marathon Money Podcast. We on Spotify. Also, you can support the podcast by cash apping Marathon Money, all one word, to Cash App. So support us. We out here working hard for you. You see, we getting you this money. You know what I'm saying? Um, Join our Facebook chat. And what about you, Kenny?
Man, hit him on Twitter, Kendrick Collin with two N's. Hit him in the middle. Kenny Collin 23 on Instagram. Definitely support us with the Cash App. And we're getting more people every day. Sooner or later, that room is gonna be so filled.
Sooner or later, CNBC gonna be calling us like, man, come on our show. We gonna be like, nah, man. We ain't IPOing with y'all.
But yeah, man, let's stay marathon money. You know, long term game. You know, we're trying to build generational wealth.
Wealth generation. So, all right, man. Happy Mother's Day to
Happy
every
Mother's
mother
Day.
out there. So, next week, peace.
Peace.